Let's read together. I want to go. But Gehazi, the servant of Elisha, the man of God, said, Behold, my master had spared Naaman, this Syrian, in not receiving in his hand that which he brought. But as the Lord liveth, I will run after him and take somewhat of him. Go to the next one. So Gehazi followed Naaman. I want to hear your voice. And when Naaman saw him running after him, he lighted to meet him and said, Is all well? Go to 22. And he said, All is well. My master has sent me, saying, Behold, even now there become to me from Mount Ephraim. Go to the next verse.
Bestowed them in the house, and he let the men go, and they departed.
The next one.
But he went in and stood before his master.
And Elisha said unto him, Whence comest thou, Gehazi?
And he said, Thy servant went no whither.
The next one.
And he said unto him, Went not mine heart with thee, when the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? Is it a time to receive money, and to receive garments, and olive yards, and vineyards, and sheep, and oxen, and men servants, and maid servants?
27, which is the last.
The leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee, and unto thy seed forever. And he went out from his presence a leper, as white as snow.
Please take your seats. This morning, I'll be talking about trading. Hallelujah. You see the spiritual realm? It is so easy to get into if you know your way. So, do you know, whilst I'm prophesying, I am not in the physical realm anymore. I've made an example to many of you. Most times I get home, it's my wife that tell me, this one came to church, that one came to church. Mostly if I come straight and I climb the altar, you can just be there thinking I saw you, I didn't see you. So, but if I come obviously earlier, I'll see you, I'll see one or two persons. So the spiritual realm is very light cutting, very small cutting. And there are laws that govern there, that also govern here. But you just don't pay cognizant notes to it, and you don't know that as small as these things are, like if you have ever been in a partnership meeting or the school of the seers, you realize that as small as it may look, that define your life. As small as it may look, that define your life totally. Trading. What is trading? In commerce, economics, is it not the art of buying and selling goods, services? Right? Do you know that in this cosmos system here, in this earth realm, you can't be too poor not to have what to trade with. You can never be too poor not to have what to trade with. Every man is trading. Everybody is trading. Every person here is trading. You can never be too poor not to have what to trade with. Are you here? You went home. So from the story we read, this is a man. He went there. He didn't know. Anything you are receiving, you are trading. Anything you are giving, you are trading. Oh my God. I'm going to open your eyes the way you've never experienced before. In these simple things. I tell you something. I say everything lives, right? Some of you don't even know that in the realm of the spirit, next year is a living thing. I've taught you this over and over. Even in Adulam, I was still teaching you. Do you know the feeling you have about Monday is different from Tuesday? No matter. The feeling of Tuesday can never be like Friday, no matter. And it gets to some point when Monday will now look like Saturday. Then you will even say that, why does this Monday look like Saturday? How come you know how come now you understand that this Tuesday is looking like Saturday? Was it partnership? I thought about a little. God give you knowledge. What I thought about in partnership, I can't even teach again. Because after I taught it, I taught the book in different places. And I threw it away. Because I didn't empty myself to them. Too deep. Everybody is giving. Everybody. There's nothing that is free on earth. Nothing. What do you want to tell me? You want to tell me salvation? Did somebody not pay? Did Jesus not pay for salvation? So you're going to... I've seen people that say, freely you gave, freely you receive, freely give. Do you understand? Do you understand the meaning of freely you receive, freely give? If I did not pay anything while receiving, I paid attention. And you too must pay attention to receive. That's why Peter said, look on us. Give me your attention. He said, silver and gold I have none, but what I have I give to you. You are giving. Everyone is giving. Do you know the price you pay to sit down here this morning? Some of you must have been preparing from yesterday night. pressing your clothes. And you think you just came to church. So at least you paid your transport. Why didn't we remove it from the offering and give to you? So you are trading. Why are you so anxious to come and sit in the presence of God? Obviously, there's something you're expecting, right? There's something you're expecting, right? At least to bless you. At least to worship Him for the last Sunday of the year, innit? But you're giving something. So there's nothing that is free. And these are the things that even the angels know. Even the men of renown, they know. Herbalists know. Only church don't know. So if you say, well, I'm a pastor, I'll collect every money. Do you know herbalists don't collect every money? You think herbalists Okay, let me tell you one story. A live story. Somebody called me. I don't know how he got my number. He called me and he said, please pray for me. So I prayed. I was prophesying. Those times I used to really have time. I was prophesying, and then he said, it's true. I'll tell you everything. He said to me, he said, I was taken to an herbalist house. You know, these boys that want to just make money. He said, I was taken to the house of an herbalist, very strong herbalist. And he said, the herbalist asked me to bring a person, as in, you know, blood money, like human being. So he told the herbalist, he said, I don't even have any human being I can bring. There's nobody, not your family, just bring anybody. So he didn't have anyone to give to the herbalist. Then the herbalist said, okay, don't worry. We'll provide you with human being, but you are going to pay. And you are going to make this money. And the herbalist said, but under some conditions. Why? He said, you are going to pay me, I think about 2 million or 1 million there, but I've forgotten the amount. He said, but you will not pay with the money that the blood gave to you. You will pay with the one you work for. Why? I'm telling you, some kind of baba that is scamming you. Real. He said you pay with the one you work for. And the guy paid. They organized the boy. They put cutlass in the neck of the boy. And they said to him, they say, in case you live here and you say you will not take this boy, in case you live here and you deny this, they snapped him. And they said you should make a video and say, I killed the boy, whatever. And he made the video. And they kept the video. All of a sudden they called him and they said, how many of you still want to hear the story? They said, now we have 3 Ghana must go of money. Come and carry it. So they made a video of it. They sent it to him. So he called me and said, sir, now I'm devastated. Now that you have prophesied, I know that you are a man of God. What should I do now? I said, don't worry. They want to try and, they are using that's why some of these laws I'm teaching you, you don't know the impact in your life. You don't know. Some things that you need to use orientation for, you'll be praying for it. I said, did you kill the boy? He said, no. But did you give him 1 million? He said, yes. I said, okay, no problem. Are you sure the money? He said, sir, that's not the money that... Don't worry. But did you kill the boy? He said, no. I said, one thing you're going to do, break your sim. He broke his sim. He called me with another one. I said, if you did not... The herbalist was telling him, please come and carry this money. Because the spender of the money is the one that killed the child. The one that spent the money is the one that killed the child. So the herbalist was saying, come and carry the money, please. He changed the number. They called him the new number. They called him the new number. And he was begging me, say, sir, please be in Lagos. Please be in Lagos. Please. So I went to Lagos. I prayed for him. I told him, I said, change another number again, because he leaked that one out. Change another number again. Never in this life say you collect that money and spend it. If not, you have done blood money. I say, if you have not spent that money, you have not killed anybody in your life. Law of legality. Did you kill the person? He said, no. You are not selling, you didn't buy it. It is not your trade. The person that killed the boy should go and carry the money. If the money was something carryable, why not? Don't you like money? Why didn't the herbalist collect the money and he collected the one you work for? I say, from now on, have it in your heart that money is a charity. You did charity to the herbalist. And he said, yes, sir. And I say, don't worry. This money you are pursuing. I say, thus saith the Lord. I'm seeing you traveling, this and that. As I speak with you now, him and all his family, they are in Canada. Some of you think you just go somewhere and they'll just give you one kind of money you never had. It's still your money they give to you. Assuming I didn't understand that orientation, the laws of the spirit, and he collects little from the money, he's a killer. I'm telling you a life story. Everything you are doing is transactional. It's transactional. Do you know the whole life of Jacob, he was paying the price? He was paying the price. So you just think the blessing will just come like that. One time I came here and I preached one message, and I said nothing come like that. I discovered one trick. When every pastor I meet, they will tell me the same thing God told me. Then I realized that it's an open check. Anybody that pays the price eats the rice. And what does God tell every pastor? I'll make you great. What again? Nations will come. What again? You are going to have money. And what again? If you are called of God, you know these things. That's why you have stopped fasting. See, you don't know. By the time you start to suffer. So I realized when I meet this man of God, they say, God said this to me. I say, but God said the same thing to me. I meet this man of God, say, God said the same. The whole idea was who could pay the price. So I stood up. I said, okay, if you have said it, I will not wait for it to come. I will go and meet it. Everyone is paying the price. Do you know, monetarily, if Jacob was to estimate what he worked for, 7 years for a babe, for a wife, 7 years, right? 7 years for a wife. Then I think another 7 again, for another wife. Imagine quantifying it and collecting salary. You are paying, no? You are paying, you don't know. You are paying. So a woman would come to Jesus, and the apostles will say, this woman, this perfume is worth a year's wage. And what was the reply of Jesus? And they gave a good suggestion. They said, would have sold this and given it to the poor. And Jesus said, the poor you will always have. You. The poor you. Do you know why? A man that dish out knowledge will not always have the poor. But because you want to be given to the poor, you will always have the poor. The woman I went and I tried to send money to, and somebody told me, oh, that's how they do. They'll come back again. And in my heart, I was thinking, how will she know me? The poor have strategy to meet you again. One day I was just coming out in the morning. I saw her. I turned back. I turned back. And some persons met her and said, no. Pastor is busy. Maybe I sent her a good morning in her eyes. Have you ever done U-turn before? I saw Juno straight up. I was hearing them say, Pastor is busy. You can be busy doing nothing. The poor you always have. You want to give to the poor. I'm not saying you shouldn't give them. While you are giving them, escort it with knowledge. If not, they will come back again. You are not different from your friend that is always bringing beer. And you are trading something because you soon join them. You soon join them. That's why I say give. He said what again? I thought no implication. He said it shall be given unto you. Not even what you gave. It's a good measure. Do you know there's something they taught us in economics, which is value for money? Do you know that everybody wants to get a good value for their money? Everybody. That's why you price, right? That's why you price. So this shoe for example. I asked a certain lady and I said, how much is this shoe? And she said 55,000. And the money is over ×2 of that I've checked somewhere. So she said, sir, you like wasting money. This is the original, 55,000. So I thought about it. Then I called someone and I said, how much is the shoe? He said, oh, now the shoe is, amen. So by the time she told me that, I now realized that, I wouldn't have gotten value for money. I would have gotten value for the amount I paid with some carton inside. You will get it when you get home. Some bouncing carton in the middle. So you now think, nothing you give, you will get value for your money. Give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure. We are trading. In fact, have you heard those songs that say that this life we came to trade? Oh boy, you're a good trader. You're a good trader. Anything that make you enter this earth realm, you are a trader. So the devil is here, right? He too is a trader. I know I've busted your bubble now. What is the devil trading? Let me show you something. Are you ready? Isaiah 14, we'll read 12 to 16. Quite a long one. Isaiah 14, 12 to 16. Isaiah 14, 12 to 16.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou art said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be cut down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof? that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house.
So we all know the story there, right? That's Lucifer, isn't it? So when you're coming down, you hear where he was compared with Daniel. Ezekiel. Okay, Ezekiel 28. I think this one is here. Ezekiel 28. So we agree that this is Lucifer, right? Okay, Ezekiel 28. We'll read 12 also. We'll read it to 17.
Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God, Thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. Thou art been in Eden, the garden of God.
So who is this? Who is this? We know it's Lucifer also, right?
Yes,
sir. Okay. That has been in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was a covering. The sardius, the topaz, the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, the carbuncle, the gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou was created. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Thou anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou was upon the mountain of God. Who was there? Lucifer, right? Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Remember, he's a cherubim. Go to the next one. Thou was perfect in thy ways from the day that thou was created till iniquity was found in thee. What's iniquity? Go to the next one. By the multitude of what? You have not seen it. Another version say, by the multitude of your trade. Okay, by the multitude of thy merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. So what made him sin? Multitude of merchandise. The guy is a trader. Let me show you something. So I know you think that Lucifer was a worshipper, but you know, we have corrected that. He's not a worshipper. Lucifer was not a worshipper. Not in any way. The Bible never considered him as a worshipper. He was not even designated to the throne of God. He was sent somewhere else. Are you here? You went home. But how did he get the pipes? How did he get the music instrument? Merchandise. Multitude of merchandise. Another version call it trading. Okay, I'm coming to this place. Have you seen people that will come and meet a man of God and they say, impart me, I want to see vision, impart me. And you do, stop that stupidity. There must be trading. You must give the man something to receive something. Elisha gave 3 years of his life. 3 years. When they were, that's why I think it was Bolu. We're just debating, and I said, I will never pay my instrumentalist. And if I pay you, I say, then I know you are ruined. I'll just give you the right information you need. Because I still want to collect your money. How should I pay you? I still want to collect your money. And if I pay you, I can't collect your money. Because you will not be... Remember, what I'm paying you with is what everybody gathered. Are you here? You went home. Instead, I'll tell you, go and learn tech. Go and learn this. Go and learn that. I help you advance it. So it gets bigger. It gets bigger. It gets bigger. Then you give me instead of me giving you. You know how many people they brought here and they say, this one, you just need some little payment. It's just, I know they give shishi. Me not give shishi. Do you know? Because I know that will end their life. Then quote me anywhere. Go and look at those instrumentalists that go from church to church, church to church, church to church. At the tail end of their life, they end up impregnating one member of the church. And they are there, static. With the payment they get, 120,000. That's in the island. So you bring your head with the star you carry to play drum and get 30K. 30K. You don't know you are trading. You don't know you didn't worship God with us because you were paid for it. Are you here? You went home. Multitude of the merchandise. How did he get all the gifts he got? Do you know that Lucifer was qualified also to be a seraphim? It is still an argument. So Lucifer by himself, if you call him a seraphim, he fits. If you call him a cherubim, he fits. If you call him a worshipper, he fits. How did he have access to 1/3 of the stars? The Bible says he still took 1/3 of his stars. Multitude of merchandise. Or you think Lucifer was the most powerful? I've seen people that say, only Michael is more powerful than Lucifer. Hey. Then you have not seen angels. So I've seen some. And I remember I saw Lucifer. I've seen him sometimes. And I don't even close my eyes. And there are some angels you see that when you close your eyes, you are still seeing them. In fact, you force yourself out of that vision and run away. If you see a man of God that is a seer, that say he has never run from an angel, is a liar. He has not seen. One time God sent an angel to protect me. I saw him, I ran away. And that's the name I call for some of you that you use and joke. From then I kept quiet. I can be speaking in tongues and be calling the names of angels. You think it's just tongues. Multitude of thy merchandise. The guy was so good. And I'll prove it to you. Qualified to be a seraphim. Yet, still a cherubim. Not just a cherubim that cover it. So you think Lucifer, well, do you know the Bible says Michael and his angels war with Lucifer and his angels. He even has his own angels. Under the nose of God, has his own angels. Has his own heaven, inside heaven. And the Bible said there was no place for him anymore. They didn't just cast him down, no place. Imagine having a church inside the church. And 1/3 of the members are there. Multitude of thy merchandise. Are you aware that God allowed Lucifer to go up and down? But he didn't allow some angels that fell to go up and down. Oh, I've gone too deep. Are you aware that there are some angels that are bound in the abyss? You know that, right? Are you aware that angels like Abaddon are far 100 times stronger than Lucifer? That's why God bound them. Because those ones, fire, go on. For your good, God bound them. Those are some of them that are going to be released in Revelation. That's why that Revelation, Christians cannot gather together and begin to pray and it will affect them. Those guys are dangerous. And God saw them and said, these guys, bind them. Everlasting shame. Till judgment. Guess what? They are not cast into fire because fire will do them nothing. Do you know angels? Some sects are called the burning ones. So you think angels will just go to hellfire? It's their habitat. That's why I say, both hell and those angels, they will be cast into the lake of fire. This one is another fire. Then they will pass away. Then how did Lucifer become this powerful? How did he become this wise? How did he become this wise? How did he become this wise? That he can. Do you understand how to plot under a church where God is a general overseer and you carry 1/3 of his members? Yeshua Mashiach. I give this guy his credit, man. Multitude of the merchandise. How do we know? Guess what? He still came to the Garden of Eden. He started trading. What did he do? He needed the authority that was given to Adam. And he knows that he can't get it until Adam gets something from it. He knows that he cannot get it until Adam gets something from him. So he looked for the one that is accessible. Eve. He said, well, okay, now, did God tell you that you should not eat from this tree? Okay, now, he knows if I give him the tree, there's nothing. There's no free gift. That's why I pity some of you that love to borrow. Today you are borrowing a tie. Tomorrow you are borrowing trouser. That's how you are borrow problem. Oh. One of the most accurate means of transfer is sex. After sex, is that borrow you like? Because that borrow is trading. You just borrow a tie, you tie it. You just borrow clothes. You say, yes, this one fits me now. Let me use it just for this Sunday. They borrow you clothes, you sleep it down. You have felt so comfortable in the clothes. Trading. Do you know you can listen to gossip, you become gossip? Hey, Papa was somewhere and they said this about you. The question is, how are you convenient there? Number 2, what did you say? If you didn't tell me what you said, then you told me half truth. That's why. In a sect like this, you can't trace gossip more than 2 streams or 1 stream. Everybody that has listened to that stream will end up behaving like them because you are trading. When you are hearing it, I said something. I said, this year I console bitter people to the extent where I became bitter. And God told me, God said you would have achieved a lot. And I thought I had seen it all because yes, God tried small for me. I thought I had seen it all. And God said you didn't do anything. He said you would have seen my might, but you were busy doing the job of the Holy Spirit. He said you want to go further. He said when they are angry, pass. When they are sad, pass. Never leave prayer. Guess what? Since when God told me and I've passed now, I've seen all the bitter people. Now they seem happy. To show you that they were not the target, it was me. You are trading, oh. You are trading. If you understand the law of trading, there are people you not work with. Hey. Do you know when you work with somebody, it's either they share ideas or some of you brothers, you are comfortable staying with people that say, see that bomb. See that nyash. And you are about to be 30. It's just remaining 10 years for us to confirm you a fool at 40. Just 10 years. Now that's the discussion. They now take lights in your house. You open window, open everywhere, open so that it will be ventilated. Say, when I see a nyash, what's even paining me is that the day of your naming ceremony, they share rice. What they have done kunu is what they should have shared. Because Because you are about to be 40 and you are still a fool. So you say if you have 4 friends and 4 of them are fools and you are the wise one, my dear, one name come. Let me tell you the truth. If you ask any one of them, they'll tell you that you are the leader. That's why they array in your house. They gather because they find solace with you. You are the leader of that fool gang. You see, I know what they do. I just do as if you don't know what they do. You don't know what it's a merchandise. You don't know what they do. Oh God, I'll just contribute as if I don't know what I did. No lie, you don't know what he did. And he came to the garden and he said, "Did he say that the big guy said that you shouldn't eat this?" He said, "You will not surely die." And he ate. And do you know when they ate, the result was instant. They saw now they were naked. One of my mentors in the prophetic say the opposite of, and I agree with him, but I you may not agree because I don't have any backup. He said the total the opposite of tasting is see. That's why the Bible says taste and see that the Lord is good. That's why when Adam tastes, he saw. So I'll not tell you the one that is in the spirit. I'll not tell you the one that is in flesh. But 2 of them. So when you are tasting here, you are seeing there. Okay, it's okay. School of the Seers. Are you getting it? And they thought nothing left them. Guess what? He understand how to play the game. And when God was blaming them, this one says, "The woman you've given to me." The woman says, "The serpent." The serpent kept quiet because everything was a plan. His merchandise. He's good at it. The Bible says he's trading. And that was how he inherited the earth. It was Adam God was saying, "Subdue the earth." But Lucifer started subduing the earth to the extent where he carried what he has gotten. And he went again to Jesus. Remember, Jesus was the chief of the corner. You remember? Jesus was the chief of the corner. So Jesus by himself was the stone. Oh, you didn't know? Jesus was the stone by himself. Jesus was the rock of ages. When you hear rock of ages, it's Jesus. Jesus was the stone himself. So when the Bible says, "Upon this rock I'll build my church," you think Jesus was talking about Peter. It means upon this revelation I'll build my church. And what's the revelation? He said, "You are Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God." He said, "Upon this rock I'll build my church." But the confusion came when people began to see Peter also as Cephas, which means stone also, which also means father. But he wasn't talking about Peter. He was talking about himself. He said, "Thou art Christ, Son of the living God." And he said, "Upon this rock," this revelation you just say now, "I'll build my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail." Do you think if the church is built upon Peter, the gate of hell will not prevail? The same Peter that before Jesus died, he denied Jesus. The same Peter that in the last book of John, Peter ran and he said, "I go a fishing." Do you know where Peter would have led us to? He said, "I go a fishing," and the rest of the apostles said, "We go with thee." That's why when Jesus came, he didn't come to meet anybody. He came and said, "Peter, lovest thou me more than this?" Peter, you are the leader. You never even complete 40 days. You have led them astray. That's why no pastor can lead you to heaven. Jesus alone can lead you to heaven. No pastor. That's why in order to be a good member, you must first of all be deaf and blind. If not, I may even dress up and it will not meet your criteria. There are some of you here, you have a list of how you should dress and get to heaven. And I bet you I will never meet up that criteria. I will never meet it. I know. Except I wear a big tie, Titan sword, and one coat. Where I'll be inside, the coat will still be outside. Then you say, "This pastor is going to heaven. He's going to heaven." So you can just bring somebody for the first time and say, "Yeah, he's preaching good, but see that trouser. No man can lead you to heaven." Peter failed. Do you know that Peter, even the elders were accusing Peter? And they said, Peter was eating with the Gentiles, and he saw the elders pretend, and they said, "Peter." Paul was correcting him, and he said, "Peter, you were eating with this thing. With these people." He said, "This thing we receive it by the grace of God, not by Jews or Gentile." Peter, so you think Peter was the rock? He's saying, "On this revelation, I'll build my church." And what's the revelation? Him himself, the Son of God, and the gate of hell shall not prevail. Guess what? So the devil has seen the rock now, and it's okay. I know how to get this rock. So he picked a rock. Luke chapter 4. He picked a rock and he brought it to him. He said, "Change this rock to bread." Some of you have not gotten it. Change it to bread, so you have bread and become the rock. It's merchandise. I'm telling you, you are trading. As you sit down here, so now market today. Now market today. Now market today. You can choose to play the instrument. And I'm not saying this to cajole these people. Many of these my instrumentalists, they are millionaires. I'm not saying this to cajole them. In case you are saying this is one of the pastors cajoling them. No, you have gone to the church where all the instrumentalists want shori buruku. This one, many of my instrumentalists, they are you not millionaires? Abiti iti bele beni. Yes, now come on. Let's know so that we can push Olodi Bruku out. Are you people not millionaires? Let me be paying you that 30,000. Which day? This one still gave me 500,000. Which day? The land we are about to buy. This one still gave me 500,000. Be there be an instrumentalist and you want them to pay you. Let me month as end, Papa. Won't you find out something? Then I give you 40K. And I'm part of their life. You have no idea. I'll push you till you succeed. You have no idea. Because I never want to pay you. He came for the rock. He came for the rock. Imagine the strategy. The Bible says after he was 40 days. After then he was hungered. Now hunger was introduced. Why didn't he bring bread and take the rock? He knows that if I bring bread, the trade will not be complete. So he brought a rock. Yet he wanted the rock for himself. And he said, turn this stone to bread. And the devil said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, command this stone that it may be made bread. You know, he has collected the one of the first Adam. Are you aware that Jesus was the second Adam? Are you aware? He has collected the strategy of the first Adam. Now he wants to collect the authority of the second Adam. That's why he took him again to the cliff. And he tell him, say, cast yourself down. And do you know Jesus never argued? And he said, everything that is here has been given to me. And I choose who I give it to. And he said, cast yourself down. He said, he has said he will send his angels, give his angels charge over you. That you may not dash your. You don't know you are trading. Some of you, you are sitting like this on that table with the devil by himself. And if not for God, if it had not been for the Lord, who was always on our side, the enemies should have swallowed us, would have been drowned in the waters. Oh, now our soul has found an escape, a hiding place in you. The foul snare is broken, and our help is in the name of the Lord. You don't know that these informations you are hearing now, they are shaping you. You are giving attention. You are receiving something. One of my daughters, she's online. And she said to me, she said, sir, he said, before, I used to wonder how Faxam speak with this boldness. He said, Faxam will speak with so much boldness. And I asked him, I said, who is your spiritual father? So she connected to me. She thought Faxam was speaking with boldness. So she connected to me and she saw that, if I want it, I get it. Nobody stop me. No. If God said it, I've seen my helpers that got angry and stopped helping me. And in a few months, I became richer than them. You can't start on my way. That boldness. Was it not here last week? One of my sons gave money for battery and you were clapping. I said, what are you clapping for? Is that not so? I said, what are you clapping for? I said, he should clap. He's the one that should clap. That we collected his money for battery. That boldness. So when she connected to me, I said, he said, sir, now, even me too, I'm having that boldness. I said, yes, just by hearing online. How about you here? Online. How about you here? Merchandise. This is why some persons will say, Lord, I've served you. Even when the gossip were gossiping, I served you. Even when I was not loved, I served you. Even when the pillars were falling, I served you. I carried concrete. Have you noticed that when we are building anything, I don't do general overseer? How many of you have noticed that? Don't you know I cash out those things I'm doing? So when we're building this church, people literally, in fact, it's now that they know that I'm the pastor of this church. When the media went to put my picture there, if not, people just pass and say, we are looking for the pastor. Then I walk away from there. Because I will carry the same concrete on my head because I know it's a business venture. And what's the business venture? We are buying, we are selling, we are trading. So you can now sit down and say, oh Lord, I've built your house. Oh Lord, if truly I've built your house, build my life. Then me and I say, oh Lord, they pray for who they build. God forbid bad thing. God forbid bad thing. The Lord called me and he said, gather this. He said, pray like this, pray so day, pray so day, pray so day, pray so day. He said, you just be doing the prayer. Mogbom you down. These people are not richer than me. I know what they use my eyes. So I'll just be doing the prayer. I have my own money too. I put it inside. Say, Lord, this for your work. We got that day, Lord. We got that day. You are trading. You are in the market. I'm telling you. You are in the market. You are in the market. Some of the trade you trade last 4 years, you are reaping it now. And the one you will reap tomorrow again, you are trading it now. You are trading it now. One of my sons, he just got angry and he stopped coming to church. I tried to reach out to him like I do everybody. I tried to reach out to you, which was a big mistake on my own part. Yes. So I tried to reach out to him and, he wasn't coming. Some of the pastors reached out to him. He wasn't coming. So I left him. His bishopric, let another take. So he realized, he came to me by himself and he said, I've made a lot of mistakes. How do I right my wrong? I said, the fact that you know that you made a mistake simply means you have not made a mistake. Because if the devil catch you very well, if devil, this devil, this person you are trading with, if he catch you very well, you'll not be able to go, you'll not be able to come. I say, you made a mistake, so you can realize you made a mistake. He said, yes, sir. I say, you have not made any mistake. Run back to your office. You have not made any mistake. You have not seen 3 people in your share. Let's say you are a keyboardist. Then God now replace you with 3 very good people. The fact that the people still pressing that keyboard, they are not better than you much. God is still giving you a chance. Do you know why some people will not join choir here? Let me tell you something. They love to work for God. But by the time they see Benga and they say, well, this one is a pro. Well, then they not say, maybe I'm better than the other. They now see Bolu. Well, maybe. Then they saw, is he Ayo? The one with the glasses. Ayo. Then they now see Ayo. Then maybe they are like me. So, do, re, mi. Then they know that till Jesus come, there's no place for him. So you tell them, join the choir and say, If God has not replaced you with people, you have not made a mistake. Run back. You are trading. You are trading. You are trading. You don't know. You are trading. You are trading. The way you are living your life, you are trading. You don't know. You are trading. And you reap everything. You reap it. Are you here? You went home. You are trading. So the whole of the birthright, what happened? Huh? How was it collected? Trade. Trade. So you say, oh, my brother, you are hungry. Okay, sell me your birthright. You don't know. Sell me your birthright. And you say, okay, now, what is the usefulness of my birthright? Take. I said, okay, ate it. Not knowing that when he traded that thing, the angels that were with him started backing the one that had the birthright now. He was the first son, but the younger one had the birthright. May that never happen to you in Jesus' name. And the day of the birthright, you see, I hear the scent of Esau. No, I hear the scent of Esau. I touch the body of Esau, but the voice I'm hearing is that of Jacob. And he said, my father, will I deceive you? You know, when somebody say, I'm going to deceive you. That's when I on my discernment. When somebody says, I'm going to deceive you, I'll on the discernment. Lord, what are you saying? He has given me the first turn off. He blessed him. You are trading. You are trading. The devil is in the other side. Different trade. That's why some of us don't like money. Like me personally. Money can never be my temptation because I don't like money. My pastors, if you are very close to me, you know how I treat money. Somebody put some money in envelope and brought it to me. If you see what happened to that money, I don't know who, but then I removed the prayer point. I prayed with the prayer point. I held the money. I put it in my bag. I first of all forgot it for some days. Then I put it in my clothes. While I was bathing in my man-made swimming pool. You will get it when you get home. While I was bathing in my man-made swimming pool, the money was there. The money will be wet. Then the money will be dry. Then one day, I now gave it to Alex, right? Then I forgot it to Alex. Then one day, there's a wind that blow. In this side, they call it Sapa. Then Alex walked into the child. Alex! My money said, I was coming to give it to you. Do you think money can really be my temptation? It's not. Most times when I collect money, I just share it. Just share it. I've been doing that since school. When me and my wife was in the choir, she didn't know that I was the one sponsoring concert. Choir concert. I've been doing that since school. So do you think money is my problem? But the devil knows your problem. If money is not your problem, do you think the devil will bring money to you? He knows it because he knows merchandise. Just like he knew that Jesus needed bread. And I would assume that bread was, if Jesus was to turn that stone to bread, it would be a succulent bread, miraculous bread. Do you know that when Jesus turned water to wine, do you know that it was the best? So he knew that if he were to turn the stone to bread, it would have been the best. But he would have collected the title of the stone. You are trading, you know. Every of your character now, you are trading, you know. You think you are neutral. You are not neutral. You are trading. You are trading. Every man, you are into buying and sell. You are buying, you are selling. You love to borrow things. Very good. Some of you have bought and sold. Some of you have given out. I was watching a certain prophetess. It was this prayer where the prophetess would pray for somebody and they said, the spirit told me that I should sleep with you. And after the prophet bait the man, he will give them, you know, blessed are thou that knoweth not, for you are not even here. You know, that's how the prophetess was, you know. She would take from them, give to them. Take from them, give until she confessed. Some of you, these boys that you think you are very cute and sweet, and girls cannot resist me. Hey. I don't know why, man of God. If they just see my beauty, they cannot resist me. You are a giver and you are taking. The Bible says, he who sleeps with an harlot is one with her. You are giving, you are taking. You are giving, you are taking. What you have given is enough. And what you have taken, the negativity is enough. You are giving, you are taking. Every man is trading. Oh, the church is quiet because we have so many givers here. And so many have taken. Oh Lord, 2024, you didn't do as you promised. Just January alone, you slept with 24 girls. You are giving, you are taking. You are giving. You know, when you are feeling as if you are the man in Akure, you are the only one here. You see some brothers who now pull wet lip. No offense. They say Zamatan. They don't pull wet lip. I'm preaching, or they'll still remove it. You are giving, you are taking. You think you are the cutest? You are not. Look at your mirror and tell yourself the truth. You are not. You think you are the richest? You are not. It's just that transaction must happen so that these things can happen to your life. You are giving, you are taking. You are giving, you are taking. Some people will give with service. That's why they can. Do you know how prophetic Isaiah was? Isaiah prophesied about Jesus, the character of Jesus. Isaiah. And Isaiah would go to Hezekiah and say, prepare your house, you die. And Hezekiah would not argue with Isaiah and turn and face the wall and say, my service. I have invested a lot. Now it's time to take. I tell you, service. I've invested a lot. Now it's time to take. You are giving, you are taking. And God turned the major prophet back and said, go and tell him that I've given him 15 more years. 15 more years to shop life. You are giving, you are taking. You are giving, you are taking. Guess what? You are very stingy. You are also giving, you are taking. You are giving. Some people can be so stingy that people are waiting for when they will fall. Imagine when good people with good heart are just waiting for you to fall. Oh Lord, my God. I've seen one like that too. I've seen a few, not one. God money became a monster. So when I go here and say, sir, everybody was just waiting to fall. Imagine when holy people are waiting for you to fall. You think you can escape it? Osho ilé why? Aja ilé why? Christian ilé why? Where will you run to? Omo Jesu gone why? That's why some of you cannot receive help. Some of you have even given to wrong places. Wrong places. Totally wrong places. Some people will go to party. Do you know that name that they used to announce in giving? In giving. Some of you love it. When they say, our sister here, honorable sister, youth copper from the east. Clap, clap. Everybody, woo, 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 She just gave us 3 million naira. As if the naira, it must come with verb. That's how one man made a mistake. He said, on behalf of 2 million, I donate my family. Pride. They don't have gain. You are giving, and you are taking too. There's nothing you give that you not take. Whatever a man sow, he will reap. Life is trade. You are trading. Be on your feet.